Okay, don't mind me, I'm a little bit sick. Wasn't planning on coming on here, because I am very sick, actually. um, but yesterday I got a whole bunch of stuff, and I needed to come on here and do a reading about it. It brought to my attention again this morning what I got yesterday, and then when I was trying to get stuff around, and like I wrote this stuff down because I did not write down everything that I got yesterday. All of the things that I channeled. But when I got this, I opened it up. I was trying to like remember everything else that's not on here. And I was trying to remember something about a hand that they showed me. And some other things. I got Shoop. And I'm like, Shoop. And then I could hear the lyrics. And I'm like, oh God, that's a song. That's a song. I grew up listening to that song. And so I went and looked at it. Is it Shoop? It's by Salt and Pepper. Okay, so I received a whole lot of stuff yesterday. It's all over the place. The first thing that I got was, it was like a circle. And it reminded me of the yin and yang, okay? And they had a fish over the top, like the Christian fish. And then they had a bird. There was three things in it. They had a bird, like the head and the beak, down at the bottom, and attached to the bird was like something, and it came out, and then it looked like there was like this embryo, okay, attached to the bird. And the mockingbird, I went outside and I was like meditating and stuff because I'm sick, and the mockingbird would not leave me alone. And the mockingbird, like my son was, when we were down here, was like, Mom, the bird's not talking to you. You're fucking crazy. No, I'm not. The bird's talking to me. And like I was explaining some things to him, and the mockingbird, because he was pissed off, he was talking to me, and here and there I'd be like pretty boy, or I'd whistle, because the mockingbird kept it came to me, and it kept talking to me. It kept whistling and talking, and my son was irritated by it. And I'm like, yes, he is. And I'm like, remember this, whatever, right? And I'm like saying all this stuff. And then I was telling him some things about when I was little. He was so aggravated. Then all of a sudden, the mockingbird squawked and squawked, and then it hurried up and flew off. And I was like, oh shit, that's not good. I said, but my dumb ass don't know, right? I used to know when I was little, but then I shut it out because I'm like, this is weird. People don't talk to birds, and it's not a talking. It's they're talking to me, but it's a frequency, right? And so now that I've opened myself back up to it, I know if it's good or bad. And then sometimes, like they'll be giving me something, and I can tell that it's kind of bad, but more like maybe a warning or something, right? And not sure because I can't tell anymore. But so but it's not how it was before. Before it was either good or bad. Now I can tell that it's like a mixture of things, more like a warning, and because they give me frequencies, like when they're talking to me, I get it. I don't get what I should because I blocked it out. So anyways, and I'm like, okay, well, mockingbirds live in the yard, so I don't always pay attention to them. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So then I whistle to it, and I said something to it, and then and then I also spoke aloud, like I said, pretty boy or something, right? And then I left. Like I got up and I walked, and I was like, I don't know, is this really for me? Just making sure. And it kept talking to me, and then like moved in the tree to like follow me. Okay, yep. And so it was doing something, and it was like trying to show me something, and I wasn't getting it. But I got all of the things, and that, oh shit, I did get what it was trying to show me. That's when I seen this. So this is when I seen this. Like I had to move a certain way, because I hadn't gotten that channeling yet. Actually, I was chasing little chickens too. So like I'm trying to think here. Yeah, I didn't even actually receive that channeling yet. I received something else, and I don't remember what it was. And then I knew that I needed to like meditate. So I had been trying to meditate because I needed to get stuff, and plus I'm sick. And so anyway, so then that was when I received this, and then the bird kept talking to me, um, and then it was trying to show me something about um, the window and the window pane and like people watching and something. Okay. I'm not sure all about that because I'm recalling what happened and I noticed what it was doing, but I didn't pay attention. And now I'm remembering and I'm like, oh shit. Yeah. And like, okay. Anyways. So there was that. And then I went and I sat back down and Spirit was like, you need to look that up. I've never looked up about mockingbirds before. I'm like, the fuck I know, it's giving me a message. They're like, you need to go look up mockingbird. So I look up mockingbird, and mockingbirds are about innocence. Okay. The fish, the bird underneath, representing like mockingbird or another type of a bird, a big bird. And then like that umbilical cord or something like to the baby, right? To that embryo. Um, and like is that the innocence, right? The innocence. And the other bird, it was a bigger bird and it's eating the baby, right? That embryo, so the innocence. and, and then the fish, can represent lots of things. um, but when I was seeing it when they were showing it to me, it reminded me, the way it looked, it reminded me of the yin yang thing, as well as like the Pisces when they show the two fish for like the yin yang for like Pisces. And so like the faith was, I was getting like the faith with the fish, because the way it was like the Christian fish. Um, and so I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, so mockingbird is innocence, and to kill a mockingbird is to kill innocence. So then that's what they were showing me. That to have faith over that bigger bird, like what they showed me, that bird, I don't know what that bird was. It was symbology, so that bigger bird is sitting here fucking like eating that embryo, that baby growing, the innocence, the feeding, right? The feeding of. Oh God, I was getting so much shit. I wrote stuff down, but it's not all in order. I didn't have my notebook on me. Because when I was gonna meditate, I wasn't planning on getting stuff first and foremost. Because I'm sick. And I wasn't planning on like even really meditating at first. Like I really didn't meditate, but I was gonna sit there and try to sit down because I'm not feeling good. I'm sick. Um, Anyway, so I kept getting R and then Ra and then Ray, Ray. I was getting, I got PS. I didn't get nothing else with PS, but I got PS. I got joy. Um, I got, I'm trying to remember here, because not everything is wrote down. Um, I got shark and jaws, and it was meaning like shark can be protection, right? Or like meaning also predator. But a lot of times it's seen as protection or protective. Jaws, I was getting jaws as in like the movie Jaws, okay? And you know how like the sharks fucking attack. And so then I was getting protection over that. And then I got Dan. I got a name Dan, and then I got M underneath, like it was Dan, and then underneath was M, and there was words you couldn't see. There was an S2 towards the end, okay? And so like protection, whether if they're protected or you're protected, or for myself, I know someone named that. So for me, what I was getting was for myself, I'm protected. Like they're the sharks trying to attack, but spirit is the shark protecting, right? Um, and yeah, I wasn't planning on sharing that, but they told me I had to share. So yesterday I tried to go on my Facebook real quick and put some of this out because I was forgetting. So I hurried up and grabbed my phone. I was like, oh shit. That's how I was able to write some of this down. Um, I was getting N, and then I got N5, and then it went from N5 to N3, and then N8. So I don't know what the N5 is for. I don't know. Is it November 5th or November 3rd or November 8th? Is it the N was weird too, so it might have been meaning Leo. Um, like a Leo. Because I believe isn't that the swoop? That's how it looked. And I wasn't paying attention at the time. But anyway, so I got an N, which could either be meaning November, it could be meaning next. They're telling me next. It could be also meaning next, or it could be related to Leo season. So like maybe the date for that or something. I don't really know. Next, what would it be for next? Then it could be days to weeks or months. Anyways, I cannot be analytical. I can't think about all of this. I was also getting lust, and they showed me lust. I mean, the word lust. I seen a big ass lion, and it wasn't facing me. It was to the side. It was the profile, and it was really real looking, and it kind of reminded me of the Egyptian, the sphinxes, right? It kind of reminded me of that, but it was a lion. Um, and then there's a whole bunch more that I got. Oh, I got RIP. And then the RIP, it changed from RIP, like a RIP, to RIH. So RIP, rest in peace or rest in heaven. I was like, what the hell? Like, what is going on? Because it was all over the place. But then they showed me a big ass bird, but the bird was distorted, meaning like I could see like the head clearly, and then I seen like part of like the head, and then it was weird. It had like a block here, what would be here, and then there was like a little blank space, and then it was Isis, and then you could see feet dangling, and like a whole bunch of smoke, and like clouded area, um, and it was like heaviness. It was hard to see all of Isis in there. And I'm like, what the fuck? Above that bird was the most important, and I didn't understand it was linked to the lust. It was Aros. And it was Aros. First, it looked like it was something else. And I couldn't make it out. And I was like, what? And then I seen Aros. I'm like, what the fuck is Aros? And I was like, I don't know. But I did look it up, and that can also be like EROS or the AROS. Some people say that. And that has to do with two things. There's a God, and they were lustful, okay? In regards to a person who would identify themselves as Eros, they don't have romantic feelings. They just fuck. Lustful. They just fuck. It's just all about the physical. And I'm trying to think here. Is there anything else? And then I got that song Shoop now on here from Salt and Pepper. Oh yes. Oh yes. Ma. I kept getting Ma. And what they were telling me, Ma, like the Matrix, Ma, or the false mother, and like the feeding. Oh wait, that would be symbolic. Hey, that's actually like the word. Okay. The symbology is what they showed me before then. Um, duh. In regards to like the Ma being that bird or the matrix and the falsity of like the feeding the programs, entities or certain galactic beings that are like considered the feeders, right? The ones, oh God. Or the shadow, the devil side, or however you see it, right? They're expanding the way I see things. I see things as in like, I was raised Lutheran. So I see things as different. I see it as like devil energy or entities or shadow, but they're also trying to have me see it in a different way, where it's also about just any sense of energy, and that energy can be coming from anything, from a human being, from a structure like the hierophant energy of a patriarch or matriarch system, or higher learning like institutions. It can also be like galactic beings, or so they're showing me all these different things. I don't know how to process. I don't know what to think about this, or like how to word it. You know what I'm saying? In regards to, I see it as a certain way. For me now, what they're showing me is it's like all in the same. If it's not all in the same, it still is all the same thing, even if it's an expansion. Like they're trying to get me to see things maybe not just different in a different perspective, but see that there's more things attached to it. Like how they were telling me how everything that goes on here has to do with like galactic wars, right? um, that expansion on things, besides a different perspective, right? So for me, like the matrix I see is devil energy, but it's still one and the same as entities, the energies, the demons, the devils, fear, all of that. They're having me expand. So I'm not sure the correct wording or how to word this. um, so it's like the ma, or that matrix is that one bird. I didn't even realize that they were showing me that. Duh. Or and the same thing with the fucking mockingbird, and then having me look it up. That's what they were showing me. And then having faith like over this. And now the bird symbology over here is like Isis, like death to that, and death to lust. But what they were giving me is Eros was above the bird's head. So it's like Eros and like energies, or like spiritual attachments, whatever spiritual attachments that are lustful, that are hanging on, that are attached to your sacral and trying to feed off of you and take your innocence. I'm just connecting that right now. I mean, I got it, but I didn't say it in words, right? So now I'm like getting more of it. Like it's more heaviness now that I'm speaking about it, and putting it into fucking words. The energy and what kind of I got, right? It's, oh shit. Um, so it's like whatever energies, entities, people holding on to you spiritually attacking you, and attached to your, they showed a blockage here, but then they showed also the ISIS and all the, they showed like, oh yes, I was getting war. I got war. And that could be like the spiritual war. Oh fuck. That can be spiritual war, as well as like the worldly war of, the fighting against, you know, good and bad, you know what I'm saying? Or however you want to see it. They show me some weird shit. I don't even know. And I was not prepared for this. I am sick. So please don't mind me. But that's funny now. They show me like blockage. And then all of a sudden they show me like another where, because ISIS was down, you couldn't see it all. Like ISIS is trying to fight this battle, and it's down your sacral, and then like root area is what they were showing me. Definitely for sure there. And there was like all this I could see IS, and then it was hard to make out the other IS for ISIS. It was there, but it was very hard to make out, and it was like, it looked like war, like, and there was all this darkness. So like the first IS, like clearing out, but still working on clearing this out, still working on this. Oh, that's funny. Like, so sexual healing and healing or clearing of the matrix, right? Or like falsity, false programmings, also attachments is what I'm getting for this. And like having faith over this, and anyone who's like tried taking your innocence to feed off of you, and to feed off of you for the matrix, to hold up this paradigm. Um, And it's funny how before they were telling me about Orion and like having me like whatever shadow or negative there is in regards to Orion, and how they had me refer that to like the Catholic Church and like that feeding system of um control, and priests are not allowed to have sex, but so then they sexually abuse children, right? But then also like the hiding of abuse, as well as like the programming inside the church. I go to church and I get pissed off. I can read my Bible and get pissed off, um, because of the false programming that's there, false God. I was raised in church, but I was raised that abuse was love. That's a false God. And then holding on to the Bible as proof, as justification for their false God, their falsity. It's a false God because God is not about abuse. And that's why I can get upset going to church. Like I went to church a while ago and, and the pastor was divorced because he cheated on his wife, right? And so he was like bringing some stuff up, and he was shaming women. And so someone in the church must be struggling. Someone's husband must have cheated on them. And so he was addressing it in this way, right? He brings up about himself, but then he talks about this, and then he starts shaming a woman in the church, which I noticed that that's what he does. And so then he was like, you're not a godly woman if you leave your husband if they cheated on you. That's not what God would want you. False God. The matrix, the falsity, the devil, the entities, the fear, the ego. See that motherfucker, it's his ego and pride, right? Because he's wounded because his wife left him because he fucking cheated. So then see the falsity, the matrix, where it's feeding all this bullshit, where people are not whole, and they're being taken away from God. It's not about religion, it's about God. Being taken away from what God truly is, that severs your fucking connection. It feeds off of you. And they get your power, right? Plus you become lost, like the lost sheep wandering around out here. Or what God showed me is being the sacrificial lamb. People making you the sacrificial lamb for them, putting their burdens upon you. Where then like you have to pay and you're set out to slaughter, right? To feed the matrix. And also so it helps them so they don't get karma. God was showing me another way of like I talk about people feeding off of you or abuse or this or that, and he was showing me another way in regards to this being done by being like the sacrificial lamb, and how they put all their sins on me and then put me out to slaughter. See, they put me out to slaughter, but God saved me. And it's not about religion. It's about they put me out to slaughter, but I'm still alive. I'm still here. I'm still fighting. And, regardless of what I'm fighting, I'm still fighting, and God is with me. And I will keep overcoming, and I will keep fucking rising. Um, So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull some cards on this energy. I'm sure oh yes. I'm like, oh fuck. The one thing that I know I forgot that they were just reminding me in my head. Okay, so I seen a hand, and oh yes, I seen something that was like an anvil. And then the day before I seen a hammer. And then I'm like, oh, was it a hammer or a gavel? And then oh fuck, that's right. I seen Mott. Mott. They not like, I mean the spelling. M-A-A-T. And I'm like, isn't that Mott? And I seen so it's a gavel. Like judgment and justice. Mott has to do with judgment and justice. So it could be for either one. Like justice coming in, you're healing, you're breaking free from this, you're still rising, like hold on, have faith. But I'm getting like a big in regards to the Mata energy and the gavel. That's a warning. That's a warning, as in the sharks. Sorry, I'm letting them show me things. like that Jaws energy of trying to attack you, but spirit on the duality. It's funny, for a while I couldn't do duality. Now we're going back to duality. Because it's all has to be for the wholeness. So for in regards to the duality of that, that's showing as a warning for like protection or acknowledgement, that high priestess energy of, hey, something's going on. Hey, people are trying to plot, right? Spirit sees it. God sees it. Universe sees it. Whatever you believe in for yourself sees it. We're watching. We're keeping track too. We have your back. It's like the energy that I'm getting for that. And justice will be served. We will do everything we can to protect you, as well as, judgment they will face judgment. We all face judgment. Like karma's a bitch is what I'm getting with this, what they're showing me in the energy that I'm feeling right now. So then I was getting this pounding with a fist, like somebody coming for you, right? Like trying to hit you below the belt and shit. And then all of a sudden it was like, hit you while you're down, hit you while you're down. And then the hand moved. And the angle here is horrible from what I've seen. This is not the view that I seen it on. The view was like this. Okay, so, oh yes, and I kept seeing snakes, and I think I talked about that yesterday, but it might have been on my thing, so I didn't forget it. But that's connected to this, because this I seen the day before, and they're like, this is connected. Anyway, so then there was like the snakes around, and then what they did, it was like they were opening their hand, and there was like a snake slithering. It was hard to tell what it was, but it kind of looked like a snake, and it was staying really close to their hand. Like the hand that's pretending to feed you, or like hitting you while you're down, and now we're going to try to open up a helping hand to you or something, or try to offer you a gift. And if the snake energy is around it, and not the snake energy as in transformation, but the snake energy as in the snake in the fucking grass, right? The fuckery. And that is for some reason connected to this, because they brought it to my attention. Is that everything? Like, is that everything? I don't know. I'm rocking. All right. I need to take a drink of this nasty hot chocolate. Yes, I said nasty. At least it's not the nasty tea I was drinking earlier. Some lemon ginger. But this like, I don't really have any milk. I had a little chocolate milk, just a small amount. And so it's in there with like the hot cocoa and the sugar, right? To like make, some hot cocoa, because I didn't feel like tea, and I don't want plain coffee. I have a little bit of whipped cream, so I could try to use that as like, put a whole bunch in there. What's in there to try to be like my milk and stir it in for coffee or for this, but I'm already not feeling good. I added too much cinnamon in there. Oh shit, I don't have my thing. That's right, I washed it. All right, I'm going to do this animal spirit guidebook. I'm not sure if I'm going to channel. I'm really tapped out. I'm rocking right now. I'm getting a whole lot after like getting into that. I'm getting a whole lot. I may channel, but I have the book. I'm going to use this right now to try to soften the blow of doing this. So I'm going to start off with the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal Oracle deck in regards to these energies and these channelings, right? All right, Spirit, what do you want us to know? What do we need to know? or who is in need in regards to these energies. What do you want us to know about these energies, Spirit? What's going on with these energies? All right, this is the last time they said. All right, no more than a couple. I'm exhausted. I want to get to the tarot and get done, not to be rude. Lamb in reverse. The innocence. That purity and that innocence, that web behind the ears. The octopus. I have to take it. Fear. Devil energy. This is like the devil in tarot. Jesus. The camel. This is like survival mode, but resilience. Okay. Resistance and resilience. They're telling me resistance, like building resilience for resistance, but out of like survival mode. This is survival mode. Because of the octopus, the eagle, the protection, the divine guidance, and the higher perspective, like you seeing it, but not really seeing a way through it, is what I'm getting with this. There's the raccoon at the bottom of the deck. I'm getting like a 5 of Pentacles energy off of this raccoon. And like a shady, like a kind of combative energy. This is a shadowy card. I'm getting a 5 of Pentacles, like a loss, and something that has to do with loss in regards to this. And then a combative, a holding on, getting a 5 of Swords. So people creating conflict. I'm getting nasty words too. Like this is like the energy I'm feeling that is like trying to take the innocence from the lamb, right? That's why the lamb is in reverse. The lamb is, yes, not wet behind the ears no more, not naive, but needs to work on not being hardened off, right? And not allow someone to take their innocence, and take their innocence as their purity. This is going to be then taking their hope or their faith or their life force energy. I mean, look at the eagle. He's going, and the sun is there, and he's like pouncing down, right? Like don't like seeing the protection of like your life force energy, and they're trying to steal your light. Looks like the sun shining through. Don't allow them. And you have knowledge from this. There's protection in regards to this also. The turtle, patience. Ancient wisdom. There's ancestors. The protection also has to do with the ancestors. I try to help protect you from this energy, help guide you, and help you through your own energy. Okay, so it's like the octopus, the devil coming after you. Octopus energy is really shadowy too, but it's also devil energy. It's very similar to the devil, but it also is fear. Fear has to do with the devil also. So in regards to your own devil energy or fear, because of the devil coming against you, right? Or the matrix, the matrix and the things trying to hold on to you and feed off of you. Like that one bird that was attached to and feeding off of that, like embryo. So that's the octopus, okay? if in what I was channeling. Like, so this is that baby, that embryo, that bird that was feeding off of that. And part of that channeling is the octopus, which is those people, those energies, the matrix, the devil, the fear, right? I'm like, so what is the fish in faith? They said the turtle. Because it's ancient wisdom. It's also water and earth energy. So being able to be grounded. But with the protection here with I get a lot of protection here with this card. A lot of times with this card, there's some other cards too, but I get ancestors, passed over loved ones with this card, like showing up. So like that has to do with your innocence, right? Because you're in reverse, they've been feeding off of you. So this is your faith, both of these, but this upright, like they're here helping you and trying to help you have patience, help you deal with your own emotional waters and have that wisdom and also stay grounded. But then like their protection and their knowledge that they give to you, and to help you hold on to have faith so that you can then become upright again, because not wanting you to let go of faith, like they're there with you. So slow and steady, patience, gentleness, kindness, especially with yourself. It's funny they had me upright the lamb now. I just noticed that. I had to take, I was looking at it for a second because I sat it down upright and I needed to make sure, hey, no, I need to flip that. Nope, they said I can keep it. I can keep it because I'm shedding light upon it, right? So this knowledge here is being, so now there's this mindfulness. You can be aware to work on it if you were struggling or weren't sure what was going on. So now you can work on regaining your innocence and this lamb energy, wet behind the ears, and purity, because you know what you're going, what you're up against. So you can hold on to faith that you will overcome, and you're not this energy that I'm getting with the octopus and the raccoon. It's like wanting to keep you confused or distracted, because the octopus, think about it, the holding on to you too, like the holding on and feeding on, not wanting to let you go. So there's something here with this pulling and the war, the spiritual war, the energetic war that you're going through. Hold on here. I'm tapped out. Okay, so that sun, it's funny. The sun in like your sacral energy that I was talking about in regards to the ego, they wanted me to go look it up. It is all pervading power. It is truth seeker. You're seeking the truth, like in this resilient camel survival mode energy. Like you are seeking the truth in spirits. They're trying to protect you. I'm getting a protective energy with this also. This energy for protection, this is more like ascended masters, deities, etheric beings, galactic beings, not ancestors. Yes, they could be of descendants of of like a star seed or a certain star seed system where they're a galactic being, but that's not, it's separate. Okay. These would be people you don't know or don't know in this life, where they are galactic beings. Okay. Um, that doesn't mean that you don't know them. Your soul doesn't know them. Um, but that's the energy of the protection that I'm getting from the eagle is more of a cosmic, not familiar, not ancestral. Okay. Um, and transforms karma. So the true seeker was that solar plexus and the light energy, and like the seeing it. I was talking about now you see it. I want me to look up something else. I don't need to read it. They wanted me to see something of why I was going to that solar plexus energy. Um, they try not to have me rely on this stuff because they want me to use my intuition and to trust it and to gain, right? And to channel. Even if it's different than what it is, they want me to channel because then that's the channeling, right? And then there's something there different if it's different, but they don't want me to look it up because I know who I am. Before it would frustrate me if I looked it up and be like, that's different. No, now I can understand there's more messages there in regards to it. Um, but normally the energy is like whatever I'm picking up on is very similar. Um, it's funny we're taking so many off the bottom of the deck. Someone was afraid to show who they were, to be authentic. I'm picking up on another person now. I had to stop. I had to because I'm picking up on another energy of that lamb. That because of fear, because of the people around, their obstacles, of all the shit that they're fighting in regards to like this type of stuff and how it is for them, that they are afraid to be themselves and share and like collaborate with people. Because I had to stop. They kept pulling me that this was important, that I needed to use the earthworm also. Okay. But nah, I had to leave it out. And I'm like, well, that doesn't fit the bottom of the deck. This is what they had me go look up. And I'm like, this doesn't fit this, right? So I was getting information on that. You may not have known, but I was getting information on it. And then allowing myself to kind of detach from those energies and feel it out and get stuff from them. This is another scenario, another person. Or it could be, they like to do a lot of mirroring things with me. So you could have been working through this energy and for your own reason, right? And then someone else mirroring it, and theirs has to do with authenticity or, being shy, being hesitant, being reluctant to share who they are and their inner voice, um, you know, due to insecurities and fears. Lack of confidence, that'd be the solar too. I was picking up, something about the solar plexuses and like your life force energy. If your life force energy is being depleted by the devil, how are you going to have it to have confidence? Um, is below there. Sorry, I have to kind of go to the book and then just get some stuff because I'm tapped out, so I can't channel anymore in regards to this. Um, I am rocking. Can I find it? Can I find it? Oh, yes. I seen an elephant yesterday. also. And I need to write that down. That's really important. Thank God. And it's really funny. It was after the RIP, the RIP, and then it changed from RIP RIP to Rest in Heaven. And there was all this other stuff I don't remember, but then there was an elephant. And the funny thing was, but they showed me Dumbo flying. A little baby elephant, that innocence again, and like, and then I got like the fool energy, right? Taking a leap of faith. So like that's why they become upright. The lamb. Because back to innocence and purity, to be able to be that little fucking Dumbo. And if any of you are too young to know what Dumbo is that little baby elephant that has big ass ears and flies, right? It's some Disney movie. I don't really remember. It's been a long time, but something that came out when I was, young. Okay, the Dumbo. Okay. Can I please find it? I can't find it. I'm exhausted. All right, let me go to I can't even do it. I was gonna look up the hyena and get what I can get from there, but I can't find it. I'm tapped out. I'm rocking too bad. I got a headache now, so. And more than likely, please do not forget. I gotta remind myself I'm tapped out. To write the Dumbo thing down. When I seen that yesterday, it was so beautiful. It was so cute. And oh my God, I'm rocking. I get high off energy. Okay, I don't need to do drugs. People think I'm so weird. People, I'm not even kidding you. They'll get mad. You're a party pooper. I'm sorry that I don't need to do drugs and get fucked up to enjoy life. That's real narcissistic, and someone who is lacking confidence themselves and afraid to be them. And needing someone to join their party, right? It's like if you're confident in who the fuck you are, then you wouldn't be knocking somebody else because they don't want to do drugs or they don't want to get fucked up and be an alcoholic or something, right? People never understood like how I can be that way. I'm a channeler. I be rocking off energy. And then people who don't understand it, but those type of people also be the type of people who be like, oh my God, that's crazy. No, what's crazy is needing to get fucked up on all these drugs or alcohol all the time, right? To be able to enjoy life. And I'm not saying like, I don't mind drinking here and there or whatever, but I don't do drugs. All right, I'm doing the sun and the moon tarot. See what else Spirit wants us to know in regards to these energies. If I can keep up. It's draining. My body's being drained. All right. I'm getting butterfingers too. Is that the only one that flipped over? Yep. The Princess of Wands. It's like the Page of Wands. It is being enthusiastic and not letting anyone fucking dim your light. It's going after your wishes and your hopes and your dreams. It is, there's innocence here also. The Princess of Wands, that's innocence. There's innocence, but there's this maturity. So she's holding on to her innocence and her purity, but yet also has discernment and maturity and independence in this card. Not going to let anyone stop her or get in her fucking way and rob her of her innocence, rob her of her happiness and her joy. I channel joy, remember? And that sacral, and then there's the solar in here as well as like the attachments and people trying to fear, like fear mongrels, what I just got. And we have the Emperor. Controlling. It's funny. It's underneath the octopus, the emperor. The emperor likes to control and run things, right? So trying to run other people and dictate, like this dictatorship. Like, no, no, fuck you. Thank you, though, but no. Uh, I'm getting another reading here where this emperor is not going to allow anyone to take his enthusiasm and joy or this devil energy because he doesn't want to be a dictator. He wants his empire to be different. Look at the sun behind him. So I have two different scenarios here where you could be this emperor, also this princess of wands, meaning that innocence within you as the emperor, like not allowing no one to take that and dictate how the fuck you need to be as an emperor. Or you could be where you're not allowing, you could be this princess of wands, not allowing anyone to take your innocence and your happiness and your joy, and meaning an emperor, because how they want to run shit and they want to run you and they want you to be in fear. You know, they want you to be in lost lack mentality or survival fucking mode, right? They don't want you to be happy because they're miserable. Those fear mongers. Take it how it applies for you. We have two cards that came out, and they came out underneath the raccoon. The Three of Pentacles works. It's teamwork, collaboration. The shadowiness, that like lying in shadow, that Five of Pentacles and that Five of Swords that they were showing me with this raccoon. There's lies here. There's like manipulation. Things did not work out. So teamwork, collaboration, or works in reverse. It couldn't come together, could not work, could not collaborate, you know. And then we have the King of Wands. King of Wands in reverse. That shadowy energy. You can't come together with the King of Wands in reverse. They're going to be super selfish. The shadow side of this is going to be hot-headed, impulsive, reckless, the God of War, right? Also, like that God of War energy. I mean, it's the King of Wands. This is Aries all day long. But it's Aries, Leo, Sag, but Aries, the God of War. So the King of Wands, you know. So think about that in and out energy. Think about that on steroids as someone who's a King of Wands in reverse. Someone who's more selfish, someone who is hot-headed, someone who is reckless and impulsive, don't know how to come together and work with motherfuckers. Wanting to dictate and wanting, this has to do with the dictatorship energy. Wanting things to go their way, like they are the empire, like their empire is what matters, what they want matters, and they are the emperor. I'm getting like a power struggle dynamics here. So this King of Wands also wanting to be an emperor or believing that they're an emperor, but really who the fuck they are is a King of Wands in reverse. And they're real shadowy. Depression and darkness. I'm getting like a lot of darkness here. And I don't want to elaborate on the darkness. It just has to do with that octopus energy of fear, of devil energy. Distortion is what Spirit is telling me. Distortion. Anything else in regards to these energies, please, Spirit? I should have took it. Sorry. I seen it earlier when I was shuffling and they were like, you see it? They wanted me to get it. No, I'm not going to get it. but it came out. The Hierophant, that higher learning, right? The matriarch, the system, like government, what has been learned, what you are rooted and grounded in. They're showing me the tree here, so you're programming. But the Hierophant is higher learning. It's in reverse. They're not learning. They're rooted in this King of Wands in reverse, this Three of Pentacles in reverse, because they're the raccoon. They're in this octopus energy. They're rooted and grounded in darkness, shadow, distortion. So the Hierophant in reverse. Broken contracts. Not being able to hold up their end of the deal. And not learning and not getting it. Instead, just grounding and rooting and holding on to their fuckery. The fearmongers. Why do you think they don't move on? They root themselves in there. They plant themselves. Because they're fearmongers. And the fear just has built up so much inside of them that they would just rather sit there and hold on for dear life because they're so afraid to make changes. And that insecurity. Also so insecure to make changes. Not having the confidence to make a change. Afraid like not to be good enough or not to do it right. It's at the bottom of the deck. We have for this Princess of Wands, and the Princess of Wands who is also the Emperor. Either or of those scenarios for we have the Eight of Pentacles, this Hierophant, this slow to learn. For the others, what I was talking about, and these other people, they're slow to learn. This here, in regards to the Princess of Wands, or the Princess of Wands who's also the Emperor, the Eight of Pentacles, prudence. This is hard work. This is learning as you go, learning as you do. This is dedication, right? This Knight of Wands is in and out, reckless. They don't have prudence. They don't have dedication. They don't have this hard work, long-term stability in mind, right? They're in and out. The Eight of Pentacles. This Princess of Wands, who's only a Princess of Wands. The Empress. She's working hard to overcome the Six of Cups. Karma, past life things. I said, hold on. The Fool. To go into the Fool. Remember the Dumbo? So nostalgia, Fool, childlike, innocent. Well, no. Hold on. This is the childlike innocence. I'm so tapped out. I can't stay with it. The karma here and like behavioral patterns, ancestral patterns. That's why it was so important that ancestors came through on the turtle, overcoming ancestral shit also. So that it won't hold you back, so that you can learn, so that you can go into the Fool, the Strength card, needing to have strength to overcome the Lion, the death, the rebirth, the transformation, the Ten of Cups. For what? Your Ten of Cups. Your wish fulfillment. Your happy family, happy friends, happy life. All right, we're going to do the Goddess Guidance Oracle. Oh, shit. I just dropped a whole bunch of cards onto the floor. All right, advice, guidance, and support for this reading, please, Spirit. What advice, guidance, and support do you have for this reading, please, Spirit? I'm really trying not to. Damn shit. Advice, guidance, and support for this reading, please, Spirit. Oh, God. I need to hurry. I feel like I'm going to barf. All right. Hathor. Oh, that's why they couldn't work. Also, it landed on the Three of Pentacles in reverse because they're not open. In regards to that lamb being sucked on and the lamb being in reverse, that innocence and purity, they were in that fear. They're struggling to survive. They're struggling with all these things, right? In their shadow, their confidence, in survival mode, over fear, over all this shit. So they were struggling to be able to be receptive to receive. So that if you can't receive, how can you work with someone? You can't collaborate if you can't receive. We have Hathor, receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Can't do everything on your own. Oh God, the mess. We have Kuan Yin landed out on the King of Wands in reverse. Compassion. Release judgment about yourself and others and focus on love and light that is within everyone. It's having compassion for the person, for yourself, no matter what they did, their wrongs. It's not that we tolerate it, but it's having compassion and understand that everyone is fucking going through something and struggling. But that doesn't mean that we can allow or tolerate, right? Queen Tara. Start delegating. It's in reverse. It landed on the Princess of Wands. She's too independent. It put me to the independence of the cat, the tiger, trying to do everything on her own. I was picking up that energy. I don't know who and where that just popped in, but it popped in. Someone trying to do everything on their own. Start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. This is the energy I was picking up on. Someone is trying to be it all, do it all. Bottom of the deck, Pele. A divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? All right. Well, thank you for joining me. I hope that this was helpful for someone. I hope that, it gave you, some sense of, comfort or support or acknowledgement and knowing that you're not alone. I know I didn't go into my spew. I'm really exhausted today. But if it didn't resonate, then it wasn't meant for you, and that's okay. If it resonated with you, I hope that you hold on to faith, and I hope that you don't give up. Take a break if you need to. We always need to take a break, but don't throw in the towel. It doesn't matter if you need to take a break. Turtle came out. This means go patient. It's okay. And Kuan Yin is saying, hey, be gentle and compassionate and loving with yourself. This is compassion. So that combined with the turtle, nurture yourself and take time. Don't be in a rush and, don't be hard on yourself. Other than that, if it resonated, you'll know that it's for you. You'll know what it's about. Energy is fluid. So this could be pertaining to you or anyone in your energetic field that you deal with. So it can be, vice versa, or, so it can be in regards to somebody else that right? And so you could resonate and be like, hey, I know someone going through that, or it could be you dealing with another person, and you could be anywhere on this board, any one of these energies that came out, or multiple energies, right? Anyways, thank you for joining me. If you could please like and share my video, I appreciate your support. I pray your day is full of blessings, peace, and joy. Have a great day. Bye.